Yeah, y'all need to be tapped in with that Vandy, Alabama. While y'all over here worried about Alabama hopping up in Georgia's, man, Vandy about to pull a fast one. It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got to fail in life. Make sure y'all like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for the notifications. I'm appreciative, man, to say the least, man. Everybody that's tapping in is nothing but love. I know these numbers is hard to come by, so I appreciate every red cent. I appreciate every tap in y'all give me, but that's neither here nor there. We need to discuss something that ain't been discussed. We need to discuss something that's not been talked about as far as when it comes to Colorado and this great streak that they're on. Let's call it what it is. You know, they're playing like some animals right now, some straight cave beasts. They want all the food. They coming for humans. You know what I mean? Forget all the steak. Forget the buffaloes. We coming for human beings. And you got to give credit to where credit is due, man. They really doing what we expected them to do last year. They're doing it this year, fulfilling all of their goals early on. And we got to keep it funky. They're playing on one accord. They're playing with some chemistry. Coach KD, where are you going with this? You done talked my head off. Get to the point. Shiloh Sanders. Do you start him immediately, or do you work him in and let him gain some traction? Because I remember when the Magic went on that magical run, no pun intended, with Dwight Howard and them, Rafer Alston at the one. Rafer Alston, Skip to my Lou getting the job done. Good old Skip. Remember when Skip got the slap in Eddie House? Unforgettable moments, right? But I remember they made it all the way to them finals. And they really got it cracking the whole season with Skip to my Lou, because Jameer Nelson, little man shaped like a boulder. You remember little Jameer? Dude was clearly in the weight room. But we got to talk about this. We can't have the same thing that went wrong for the Magic happen to Colorado. What I'm getting at is these dudes is playing phenomenal. The defense has stepped up. We've never seen the defense ball like this. Let's call it what it is. They done finally made it up in their head that they're going to come to play. But they're looking good with Shiloh not being there. The defense is looking crisp with Shiloh not being there. Is the defense better without Shiloh Sanders? Or am I seeing things? Is the defense better without Shiloh Sanders? Or am I smoking rock? Am I out there blowing crack rock? Coach KD, you are wilding. You are crazy. That man is a pro. He going 5th, 6th round. You better give Shiloh his respect. I mean, I got you. I'll give him that. Shout out to Shiloh all day. But is the team better without him? Is the team performing on a high level? And I understand Coach Prime, and I understand the nepotism. I know, I get it. That's your son. That's your boy. You want to see him win. You want to see him shine. I get it. I understand. It's nepotism to the core, right? We got to have Shiloh shine. But the dude who's playing there right now, he's more than serviceable. He's actually balling. Do you throw off that chemistry? Do you throw off what the secondary is establishing right now without Shiloh? Do you throw off this win streak? Everything that you've put into this, do you just throw Shiloh back in the mix as a starter? Or do you give dude who's been proving himself a solid opportunity and a solid chance over your son? That's one of the toughest coaching decisions a coach gonna have to make. But a real coach, a true coach, he's gonna make that decision, and he's gonna make that decision with ease. Quite frankly, I don't give a damn what Prime does. I'm rolling with him regardless. If he says, F it, I'm going with my son, I'm going with my boy, I'm going with who I know I can trust, Shiloh, get your ass in there. I don't give a damn if you making late hits. I don't give a damn if you giving up penalties that's going to cost us 15, 20 yards and just doing careless things. You my son at the end of the day, and I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you. So we got to think about these things, man. Or if he decides to go the other route. Hey, Shiloh, I love you. I love you to death. But this team right now is the focal point. And me sliding you in there at that number one spot, it just doesn't benefit the team, son. But the thing is, how do you go with exposing this dude to KFC commercials, Aflac commercials. Hey man, Shiloh's eating right now. The money before the money. Let's call it what it is. Shiloh is eating the money before the big money. And they cashing in. They cashing in their chips as they should. As some youngsters, NIL sitting pretty right now. But the play, we've never seen this level of play from Colorado. Early on, they had a run. They had a Cinderella story. This is the establishment phase. This is the you guys need to be on the lookout for us phase. We're not just gonna sneak wins by you. We're legit. They've made it to the we're legit stage. So can you afford to get that up by just throwing Shiloh back in the lineup? And I'm not saying that Shiloh not gonna do his thing. I'm just saying it's hard to come back from an injury. You know, you want to get worked in and you want to be able to perform at a high rate. And that may not come with just throwing somebody up in there. That may come working somebody in. Play by play. You know, he get his win back under him. He get his game back under him. And he get to feel what it feels like to actually be live with that broken wrist, right? I know he's been practicing, but there's nothing like a live game. It's irreplaceable. Even if you're going live against your own team, it's nothing like that live game. So he's going to have to build back up to that. And that's cool. But does Prime throw him in immediately? Or is he going to work him in? This game coming up is a big game. You got Dylan Edwards. You really got something to prove. You have something to prove. And who knows? Maybe Prime knows that Shiloh wants Dylan Edwards. Anybody who going against the fam, anybody going against gang, I gotta have him. So expect some late hits. Expect some late hits next week, man. Shiloh gonna put you on your ass after that play is over. Expect that, Dylan Edwards. Because, hey, man, you left the squad. You left the squad, and it is what it is. So it's a lot to be proven, you know, on both ends. Kansas State, Colorado. Dylan Edwards leaving. It's a big story behind this. What is Prime going to do with his son? Is he going to play Shedeur immediately? Is he going to wait? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I really don't know. You know, if I be a betting man, which I'm starting to become, I'd say I bet on him playing his son. I bet on him playing his son. But then again, who knows, man? Nobody took Vandy to cover this spread like this. Nobody took Vandy to sack Jalen Milroe and cause a fumble and them get the ball. Nobody expected them to be up on the number 1 ranked team. But Alabama's silly asses forgetting they play in the SEC, forgetting this thing can go wrong any given Saturday, any given Sunday, hell, any given Friday for that matter. It can go wrong. You know, it can go left quick. And you see that with Vandy, Alabama. Alabama, the number 1 ranked team. Vanderbilt, unranked, 2-2. The SEC competition will always be gruesome. You forever stepping in that gauntlet. But, you know, I'm realizing about college football. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong with this. But it seems like the playing fields are evening out. It seems like everybody is kind of on par with everybody. Don't get me wrong. SEC is still top notch. They still top dogs. But it seems like the rest of the nation is kind of catching up. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's even off topic, man. Getting back to Coach Prime, getting back to Shedeur, getting back to Shiloh. Everybody's been playing on one accord. Shiloh's been out. The chemistry is there. Do you throw off the chemistry and put your son back in the mix? Or do you simply let things roll how they've been rolling? I don't know what type of formula they got going with the O-line. I don't know what type of rotation is in there with the O-line. But whatever's going on with that O-line, keep that shit the same. I don't know what's going on with that D-line. D-line been getting pressure for the last couple games. Keep that shit the same. Don't go changing. Don't go switching stuff up. Don't go saying we got our number 1s in there. That stuff is looking good. No, whatever rotation is getting the job done, get the job done. You know, that's what work in hoops when the coach not hating on your silly ass. When coach don't want to hate, hot man gets the ball. The hot hand gets the ball. Get a ball to the hot hand. Feed the hot hand and keep feeding it. You know, don't go away from the hot hand. You'll be a fool to do that. Trying to get other people off. Nah, you better go with this hot hand and see where that leads you. But you know, some coaches, they don't want to see whoever has that top hand, that hot hand. They don't want to see them shine. Nah, because you know, some coaches be having it out for people. Let's just call it what it is. And I don't think this case is necessarily about Prime having it out for whoever's playing in Shiloh's place. I just think that's his son. And, you know, blood is thicker than water at the end of the day. And that loyalty can mean anything. And they're trying to get him to the NFL. So the more games he sits out, the worse. You need the game film. So Prime is like, you know, good, bad, and different. I'm going to get you in there so them scouts can see what you can do. You know, you're gonna go to the league at the end of the day. I'm going to get you there, son. And as a father, how can you hate on that? How can you shit on that? That's a father. Yes, that does mean somebody may lose out on an opportunity. But, hey, man, you keep this on the family. Keep it in the family. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's the Failed Athlete. That don't mean we gotta fail in life. Let's go.